about 8 o'clock. I'm back on the Big Island. I've been gone for a couple of weeks visiting my family, and which I really enjoyed. I got to see a lot of baseball, see a granddaughter graduate from the 6th grade, see my mom, and do all that. And really enjoyed it. But still, when I land in Kona and I feel this Hawaiian weather and the Hawaiian wind, it just feels like I'm home. So glad to be home. In any case, a lot of stuff has happened since I left. Things have changed sort of noticeably. My last couple of videos, I was talking about the extreme lack of inventory and all that kind of stuff. And, inventory has increased quite a bit. And so have days on market. I think there's probably a good chance that things have peaked. A lot of it has to do with the headlines on inflation, interest rates, and all that. And I think there's a lot of uncertainty in the world right now, and I think some people are sort of pulling back. But another thing I've noticed is Hawaii is really rocking. I mean, where I live, it's way busier than when I left 2 weeks ago. And that tells me things are kind of returning to normal because, middle of June, graduations are over and so on. People are taking vacations, and I think we're pretty much back to pre-pandemic levels of occupancy on a lot of these condos. And also, and that goes along with an increased rental rate for a lot of them. So things are going well here in Hawaii. I think they're just returning to normal. You got a headline inflation rate of 8.6. Well, in Hawaii, it's 7. And, don't get me wrong, Hawaii is an expensive place to live, but don't let the headlines scare you. I mean, things are normalizing here. People are going back to work. People are spending plenty of money every day. So the whole tourist thing in Hawaii is coming back, which is, economically is a good thing for everybody. With regard to the interest rates, I mean, for me personally, I can't remember the last transaction I did where it was actually the buyers had to obtain a loan to buy the property. And not to say that I didn't do a lot of finance transactions, because when money was real cheap, people that could afford to buy a home went ahead and got a loan because they just were taking advantage of the low interest rates. And I'm seeing headlines in real estate publications where mortgage rates are over 6 and so on. I'm also seeing that over here. Actually, I saw American Savings Bank there at 4.875. So I think that more of a normal interest rate going forward. And also that Paul Brubaker, my guy that I listen to, the economist here in Hawaii, thinks the same thing. Is that the normal interest rate for a mortgage should be somewhere around 5%, and he thinks it's going to be like that for a while. So Paul also, in a deal I watched yesterday, believes that inflation has peaked. Now that's debatable, but it's certainly possible. And as far as what the Fed is doing right now with raising the interest rates, according to Paul, that'll take care of about half of it. But some of the other things that are out of their control, such as supply bottlenecks and the war in the Ukraine and all kinds of other stuff, we'll have to take care of. The market will have to take care of that eventually. But anyway, he seemed hopeful, and it was nice to reaffirm, at least to me, what I believe is that we're looking more at a normalization process as opposed to anything resuming or resembling a crash. I think it's pretty likely things have peaked, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to go down from here. I actually think that as I mentioned in a couple of videos ago, we've basically returned to the norm. The prices were so low after the great financial crisis that it wasn't until in the last year or two that we've gone back to the long-term trend. The long-term trend, you can expect 4 to 5% appreciation compounded for a property here in Hawaii. So anyway, that's a few thoughts. Getting a little tired of the doom and gloom in the news. I guess it makes exciting reading, but it may not be the reality of things. I hope everybody has a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you.